Kathy Thomas, and I'm at Macy's Home Store at South Coast Plaza. And with me is Massimo Navarretta. And Massimo is the executive chef owner of Onotria in Costa Mesa. And I think Massimo has the heart of a farmer.
For real?
Yeah.
Born and raised, actually.
Yes. And he's been invited to take the Complete This Dish Challenge to come up with a perfect dish to pair with a recipe that has appeared in the Orange County Register. And this one happens to be a beautiful salt roasted lamb. So Massimo, what have you come up with?
Well, I thought it would be really the right thing to do is to not only pair well with lamb, because artichokes and lamb is a classic Mediterranean dish, but more importantly is to kind of capture a little bit the essence of the spring who's coming, who's knocking on the door. So I thought we could do a lot of different things, but artichokes is one of those beautiful vegetables that sits there on the shelf sometime, and people feel a little bit uncomfortable because the only thing you see is this big artichokes and what do you do with it. Most people talking about just boil it and eat it with the mayonnaise. I thought it would be a really nice thing to do is to show them a different side of the artichoke, the pretty side. Just take the skin outside. As you're moving towards in roundabout, you'll see that the artichoke becomes lighter and lighter in color. That means you're approaching the tenderest part of the artichoke, and that's the one you really want. So what we do, we're going to quarter the artichokes. So one of the things that you see right away with artichokes, they tender to brown very quickly on exposure. That's oxidation. Now, that occurs, you don't have to panic. It's very simple. What you're going to do, we're going to start a little boiling water here.
Right.
And the water is boiling, we'll put a little sea salt. And then we add a little spoon of turmeric for coloring and aromatics.
Carefully measured.
Absolutely. So basically that, if you do at home, it's a teaspoon.
Yeah.
So we just bring it in the artichoke, and then we do something that is very classic. It's called give a little acidity to the lemon, to the water, which is natural lemon. Now you can also use white vinegar if you so prefer. I like lemons because lemons,
Yeah, you
they smell beautiful.
Aroma.
Yes. So just on that point, we'll put it in a little bit of tarragon, just a nice little branch of tarragon. So this is going to be about 6, 7, 8 minutes. You don't try to cook the artichoke, you try to blanch the artichoke. I love a beautiful spring onions.
And these are just gorgeous.
Yes, came out of the ground. So, very easy, no worries. Just take off the, like Shrek says, that life is like onions. Got layers, so let's use the layers. At this point, we do this exactly like we did with the artichoke.
Ah, so you're going to cut it in lengthwise quarters.
Exactly, they look like a baby artichoke. Yes, also because its cooking timing has to be the same. So we don't want the two things cooking at different timing. And this is important because otherwise we have to do two different cooking, two different timing for the food.
And I think these are probably done even
Yes.
if they're not boiled.
No, you're doing it right now. Just moving it right now.
Yeah.
So we're ready to go here. And what we're going to do is just take them out of the water because we don't want to keep it. Now, you notice what the turmeric did?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's give a beautiful sunny expression. That's what spring is to me. Sunny, bright, and come from the south of Italy, sun is everything to us. So here we're going to do now, olive oil is one of those beautiful things. In Italy, it's not a condiment, by the way. In Italy, it's a medicine. It's easy to commit a crime and get off in Italy, but don't commit a crime with olive oil because you're never going to get out of jail. What we're going to do is now, it's very simple. Since those are blanched and the onions aren't, olive oil, and we wait. And if you like, you add a little bit of spice in your food, and some people do. I would suggest, this is a beautiful fresh cayenne. If you like aromatic heat, this is a gorgeous habanero. I tend to use more the colored pepper because I like the aromatic. I don't particularly enjoy just spice. So now you can tell the olive oil is working, okay? We can put it in. Fine. So at what point you are comfortable in what you do? In other words, the level of tenderness and the level of cooking, it's strictly up to you. So if you want a little more bitey on the palate, you can stop anytime. You want it to cook a little longer? So what you do is you put a little water in here, cover it, and when that is done, the artichoke is done. There's only one simple trick. Remember, we love gray citrus. Okay. This is a little bit over the green line. Now that's your juice, that's your flavors right there. We're pretty much about done. We're going to show them just one little trick, and it's a very easy one.
A little of that cooking water.
That's right.
And look at how pretty the color is with that turmeric
Yeah,
in it.
right there. Now, we want to do for a second or two, let the natural steam. Flavor needs to settle. So, now that's the other thing that a lot of people get wowed by it. Of course, wonderful writers like you. You know, presentation is everything. But let me begin by saying that maybe a new era has begun. It's called casual presentation. So let the food speak to you. Don't worry about it. Voila. So.
That's gorgeous.
And of course,
Blossom there.
because the ladies love flowers, so is chefs.
Oh, Massimo, it's wonderful. Looks gorgeous. All right.
What do you think? We did okay?
Massimo, thank
Always
you
a
so
pleasure.
much.
Always a
Mille
pleasure.
grazie.
Grazie a te.